Hey YouTube, I'm going to remove this, and I'm like, I don't want to do it alone. This is a lot, and my hair is crunchy. I'm going to wash it in the shower, so we're going to kind of just ignore that for now. But I have my Neutrogena wipes. I have Prime Skin. I had forgot that I had this, and this is from Prime Promedics, and I remember really liking it. And the expiration date, hi, my name is Dion. I'm a labeler. Says expiration date 7/16/2024. And I'm thinking this had a 24-month PAO because I don't remember them sending this to me recently. But I remember liking it. And so for the last few days, using it so I don't waste the entire bottle, I've been using it with my Neutrogena makeup remover wipes. I'm going to take out like 3 or 4 of them because this is a lot of stuff right here. I do have cloths to remove makeup with because most of this, this is water activated, so that should just come off. The sprinkles are Inglot, which it does take a little work. This is eyeshadow, so that should be easy, and these are gel pencil eyeliners. So I'm just going to take out, I'm going to take out 4 anyway, and wash my face in the sink, and then double cleanse it when I get in the shower, and also wash my hair. So the ones I use from Neutrogena, the one in the blue packet. They have one in the purple palette that says night calming, and it has lavender, and lavender for my sinuses is a no-no. So I never use those. And sometimes they come in a pack with these. It's like 7 in the pack, and then 1 pack of the lavender. So we're going to shake this up. And I do have a lot of microfiber cloths that I could just use, but part of me is like, they're going to look nasty. But you know what? How about we do that? Let's just see. Let's just play around a little bit with these 2 cloths and the Mayron makeup remover, and we'll probably still end up using these anyway. I hope, since I took them out, and we may end up using this also. I really do like this. I opened this April 3rd this year. It has a 24-month PAO, but it sounds like I'm down to about here. And I don't even use it that often. And so I would not repurchase this because it gets used up very quickly. And it says to put it like on a cotton round or something like that and wipe it, or, you know, put it on a cloth, something like this. And it just gets used up too quick. I believe it is oil-based. And so it does cut through, you know, even if you have one of their Clown White paint or the Clown White Light paint or any other type of cream products. And it does work extremely well. It just gets used up too quickly. Yeah, it has mineral oil in it. And so we're going to start with this. We're going to start over here because this is the eyeshadow. But I'm definitely going to have to use the white for mascara, I'm sure. This is the easy part, this over here. Yeah, so I do really, really like this product. Dare I say love this product, but it just gets used up so quickly. I don't want to have to keep buying it or feel like I'm buying it like every few months. And so I have not even used it often because of that fact, and it's already halfway. So we're just going to squirt this around on the cloth. This is a microfiber cloth, and it is for removing makeup, which is why it has this here for you to just put your hand into. And initially I didn't like these because, one, I do use the Neutrogena wipes, and I have enough regular cloths, but for whatever reason, and I have a ton of these, probably like 10 of the gray ones, I have like 12 of the black ones, and so I really did not have a use for these, and they're awkward because as I do this, it's like my hand wants to slide out, so it's just more trouble than it's worth for me, which it's not even a lot of trouble. I just like stuff to be super easy, and so that's the me thing. So you see the Inglot even with this, yeah, it continues to slide off. I did use these quite a bit during this look, but you guys didn't see it because it was like down here. So I think I used like 2 or 3 of them. Oh, you seen it when I was dabbing the brush on there with water on it because I was putting too much water in the water activated paint. Trying to get this piece of Inglot off of here. We're going to use a wipe for that. So it is an amazing product. It just gets used up way too quickly. Way too quickly for me. and it keeps sliding off. So I wish there was like a thumb hole so you can put your thumb through it and just keep going, but I have to try to hold it down, but then I still find myself constantly pulling it down. So it is a good product. It just gets used up way too quick. And if you're doing creative looks, or if you're doing theatrical makeup, or if you're doing drag makeup, it's going to be a lot. You're going to use a lot of this to take it off. It's just not even just a regular base face, because even with doing, removing my regular base face, it was still just like using too much. So this is June. So I've only had it, okay, April 3rd, May 3rd, June 3rd. 2 months. And it's already like halfway gone. And this is a 4 ounce, or maybe they should do like a 32 ounce, like the Micellar Waters. This thing, 23 ounces for this. It takes me forever to get through it because I don't use it that often. And so I find myself like giving some of them away. Oh man, this water activated does dry. And I'm thinking, that'll be easy. And it is flaking off one here. So let's pour some more. And let's let it sit for a moment. I thought it was going to be easy because it is water activated. So when water hits it, it should just slide off, but it doesn't. You see, it dries. And I remember saying when we created this look that was one of the advantages of water activated paints. Oh, this is hurting because it is just, oh man. I'm hoping I'm pressing it in because I felt like I was starting to irritate my skin. It didn't feel like I was tearing my skin. But I could feel those grains because it's dry and flaking. So yeah, it does work, but that's the Inglot. Oh man, this was a fun look to do. I remember telling y'all before that on Instagram, the creative crew over there, they are so freaking welcoming and amazing. Like, I've gotten some good feedback on the short/reel that I did. I don't think I put the short on YouTube yet. So I put it on Instagram and I put pictures coming soon, and I did take pictures. I just need to, and I did edit them. I just need to post them. But y'all over there, like, nobody's like, oh, that would look nice if you would have did this, or I like it, but and there's the buts, you know what I mean? Like, it's always just like, oh my gosh, that is so creative, that is so nice, that is so blah blah blah, now I want ice cream, and it just feels good. And I remember pointing out like what I would do differently when I created the look. One person put that I nailed it, and I'm like, thank you. And I know I'm my own worst critic, but even when I think about the picture, because I was combining the picture that Michelle posted and another picture, because I liked the dips in the other picture that I saw. Oh goodness, this is blinding my vision. Like, I didn't think I nailed it. I do believe, and I can say I know the next time I do it, it'll be better, because that was my first time ever doing this. I just need to do the drips closer together and do them longer instead of like the short, just little loopy ones. Well, not loopy ones, but like the short waves. Y'all, this is, I didn't even notice that till just now. All right, I'm gonna actually just throw this one away because they're just a pain to use, or just go ahead and wash it and just leave it here for when I'm doing other stuff like I was today. In that time when it was like 90 something degrees in here, and I was using one to pat my face. Like, I could find, I'll keep them. And so, of course, my hand feels oily. So we're gonna, actually, because we have this here, we're gonna leave it folded up, and we're just gonna press it, because when you press it, it brings the product up. And I really do remember liking this, and I used up one. I don't know how I ended up with a second one. I don't know if they let us do replenishments or what. I don't remember buying it, but then again, that was years ago. But I remember I really liked it, and it was in my medicine cabinet, and so I kept forgetting it was there. And so when I was cleaning and, just checking what I had as far as like backups and stuff. That's why I'm like, oh yeah. I'm like, that's still there. And it was still in the box too. And I said, let me see what the expiration date is. And so I must have opened it before, because the PAO was not on here. You know what? The PAO was on the box. And on the box, it said expires 7/16/2026. So they tell you when it expires. So that's where I got that date from. So I've only been using it now for maybe about 2 weeks. Y'all, my toilet tank is running. It was running before and then it would stop. It would run and it would stop. And times like now, it just will not stop. And so when I look in the tank, there's like a thick plastic tube that comes down and attaches into something. The first time it didn't stop running, I took it out. The tube was like laying over this way. It was still attached, but it was laying this way. So I put it back in the thing. And then earlier today, well, it's the new day. It's like almost 3 in the morning. It was running like that again. And when I took the tank off, the tube was under where the suction plastic thing is. I did put in a work order. And part of me is like, just let it keep running forever, because it's not causing any harm. And I'm so used to hearing it running, like it is not a problem for me. But it's just like, I mean, something has to really be like a health issue for them to do it. And it is just, you know, the toilet is running. So it's not an emergency or anything like that. But when I had the leak under the sink, and when I sent them a picture of it, and the container I had under there catching the water, and I'm like, this has only been under here 2 hours, and I'm getting ready to go out. And the container was just about full. And I said, by the time I come back, I'm sure it'll have leaked. And so that's a problem, because that can cause water damage. It can somehow, you know, travel its way downstairs. Because that happened to a friend of mine that lived here. She was having a leak. And it turned out that it was coming from the bathroom sink of the person upstairs from her. They didn't see any water damage or leaks, like how I knew this was leaking. And so they were like trying to figure out, like, okay, where is this coming from? Because, you know, water gets in the walls and it just kind of goes the path of least resistance. And so they found out where it was. But that can create, you know, damage in the walls when that happens. And so that they came quick. And also I had sent a picture with it, but so this is this. I really don't need the other two. I don't have mascara still on. Yeah, so the Mayron one, and I'm kind of disappointed in a way, because I do really like it. It's just, it gets used up too quick. I am still gonna wash my hair for sure. I'm just using these because I took them out of the pack. Oh my gosh. So as time goes on, I will do another melting ice cream look. Thank you again, Michelle, for requesting that. And I know I say quite often, the troll play requests I really like, and especially when you give me license to be like, okay, this is the request, troll it out, whatever, blah, 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 or do a split face, because then that's why I felt comfortable using the picture Michelle sent, as well as that other picture I sent that was actually more complicated. She had a part of a waffle cone on her face. That's the one that had the purple. And she also had a waffle cone down here. And what else was it? Oh, that's the one, she had the drips. The picture Michelle had sent, she didn't have drips. And I really liked the drips. So it was really good. I'm glad I did that. Long, tedious. Shout out to Nina, watching it on 2 times the speed. I don't blame you, girl. Okay, so I think this is it. I will be taking a shower soon, because even if stuff says do not rinse, I still need to do that. Otherwise, my skin will be mad at me and start breaking out and stuff. So, but everything is off. We did use all 4. My fingers just trying to cramp up. This is the 4th wipe, so just a little bit, not much, just a little bit. My hand feels like slimy. This is the one we used also. I can tell But that's the one we remove makeup with. This is the one that we were tapping onto when it was too much glitter on the brush. So I'm going to turn it inside out just so I can get the Mehron makeup remover off my hands, because it is oil based and it just feels slimy. Fish slimy. And so that'll be it for this right here. Thank you for keeping me company. Let me know, and whoever reads the comments, let them know, what do you use to remove your makeup? I do like the Mehron makeup remover spray. I already said why I wouldn't repurchase it. I do like the Prime Cosmetics Prime Skin Water. Actually, it says Prime Skin Beauty Water. I do have a code for them down below. I really do like this. And I like how it dispenses. So whatever you're using, you just press it and then it just comes up into your cloth or cotton round or whatever you're using. Y'all know I love the Scandinavia, the makeup remover spray. Excuse me. And my go-to Neutrogena wipes. So yeah, leave a comment below letting us know what makeup remover products do you use. And so I asked those questions so that we can just help each other out, share our experiences, what works for us, what doesn't. Because if someone is just curious, like, I want to, have something that's going to remove my makeup more efficiently, even though things work differently on different people, if they're reading your comments, that may give them an idea of like, what, that might work for me. I think I'm going to try that, versus, just people just hearing me. Hearing more than one opinion or one experience is to me more valuable than just me as one person, even though I know I'm amazing, but I'm just saying. And so so let's just help each other out in the comment section and let us know what you do. And so thank you for being here. We are going to go. You'll see me soon. I didn't have my finger.